Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So as requested, I'm going to be showing you how to do your sweep back adjustment for your zip bulge for a gown. Guys, so right here I have my basic gown border is already drawn. I'm just going to be showing you guys the measurements that I took out. So for my zipper allowance, I have 1.5 inches, okay, for my zipper allowance. Then for my vertical measurements, I have from my shoulder to my chest line. Then next I have from my shoulder to my waistline right there. So I have from my shoulder to my waistline, and then I have from my waist to my hip. And then the full length of my gown is 38 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance, making it 39 inches, okay? Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and take my round measurement, which I think that you should do first before you go ahead to do your sweep back adjustment for your zip, okay? Now for the sweep back adjustment, I'm going to place my tape rule on my zip line. Remember, on the zipper line, not on the zipper allowance. Then I'm going to be placing this on the waistline area. Then I'll come down by 1 inch and then just go ahead to connect it back to the waistline like so. Then the next thing I'm going to do is just to go ahead and shape this out. You should go ahead and shape out your bodice first before you go ahead to slash and cover, okay? That way it relaxes very well when you cover it. So right now I'm just going ahead to go ahead and cover this. So guys, when I was done with this, the center back, the length of the center back reduced by 1 inch. Of course, it was that 1 inch that we covered, that we just took out and covered. The center back reduced by 1 inch, but then the side of the gown is like almost not affected because we barely took out anything by the sides, okay? But the center back has reduced by 1 inch, okay? Now guys, I want you to understand that that extra fabric that has gone out is what causes that zip bulge at your back, okay? Now when you are going to, if you're going to be taking your dart, you want to take your dart on your waistline. You can see I just marked my nipple to nipple measurement on my waistline, okay? Now you don't need to take your dart on your chest line anymore because you know the zip line is like the starting point when you are taking your nipple to nipple measurement, and the zip line has shifted. It's no longer on a straight line. So you're going to be taking your dart on your waistline alone. Your nipple to nipple measurement on your waistline alone, and then you go ahead and just rule a straight line for your dart, okay? So normally for my dart, I come down by 1 inch from my chest line. So I'm just going to place my tape rule on that rule. Then from there, I'm just going to rule a line down to where I want my dart line to stop. Remember, your dart line is not supposed to get to your hip, okay? I normally come down by 4 inches after my waistline. So that's basically it for how to take your darts when you are doing this when you are doing this sweep back adjustment method, right? Hope you understand. So someone had asked me if she has to take her darts first, do the sweep back adjustment, and then go back to retake her dart. No, you can just go ahead and do your sweep back adjustment first, then go in to take in your darts. So now I also got questions like, what if I'm doing a half cut gown? If you're making a half cut gown, just go ahead and divide this after you are done with adjusting it. You've already gone ahead to do your adjustments, okay? So now you can go ahead and divide it wherever you're going to divide it. If it's going to be above your waistline, if it's going to be on your waistline, you can go ahead and, divide it and have your half cut gown, right? Hope you understand. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and cut on my fabric, and I'm going to open that adjustment that we just did. So you can see I just went ahead to open it now, okay? So just like we experimented in the other tutorial, I am going to also cut this just like this with no adjustment, right? And I'm going to fix in my zipper, and we just see the bulge and everything going on with the bulging. And guys, for this gown, I'm not going to be taking in my darts because you know that there are some clothes that you want to make and you don't want to have any seams or stitches showing, right? So you can see I didn't go ahead to take my darts, right? I wanted to experiment doing this method without taking in any darts. So guys, you can see I went ahead to fix in my zipper, and you can see the bulging and everything going on with it, right? So now I've gone ahead to place back my pattern paper, and you can see I've gone ahead to cover up that extra 1 inch that we took out. And I'm just going ahead to just reshape my back piece to the new shape of this pattern paper. Okay, you can see I reduced the length because the adjustment has taken out some fabrics from the length and also at the zipper allowance area. Okay, now next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and fix in my zipper. And guys, remember, I am doing this with no darts, okay, to see if this method even works if you don't want to take darts. Okay, now I'm gonna head to fix in my zipper, and you can see what it is looking like. Now I didn't take any darts. This is just the sway back adjustment that I did with no darts. Okay, and mind you guys, this fabric is both silky and also stretchy, but you can see how cool and just neat it looks. This is the front part of the gown. That's basically it for this tutorial, and you can see that it is almost the same thing with when you are doing your sway back adjustment for a top, right? Yeah, and if your method is the one where you come in by 1/2 inch at your zipper allowance area and it works for you, that is totally fine. Okay, that one doesn't work for me most times, and that's why I prefer this method, and I just thought to share it. Okay, if you see me for the first time, my name is Goodness. I love to share sewing tutorials, sewing DIYs, DIY fashion, upcycling, and just everything about sewing. If you're yet to subscribe, please do click the subscribe button down below and join the family. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it. It could be helpful to someone out there. See you on the next tutorial. Bye.